How do you stay motivated? It's a question that I got asked by one of my clients yesterday. And the answer is you don't. Motivation is like the tides. It moves in, it goes out, it ebbs and flows with elements of life. There's going to be times where you've got shitloads of dopamine, shitloads of motivation, and you're going to be able to do the things that you want to do. However, what happens when motivation fails? Especially if you're neurodivergent, if you suffer from ADHD, you have executive dysfunction, depression, anxiety, all these other things that go into it as well. Sometimes you get stuck in bed. So, what do you do on times like that? Remember that this too shall pass. You're human. There's going to be ebbs and flows with every aspect of life. The thing that I said to my clients is you have to build up the standards that say, this is what I'm worth, these are the behaviors that I'm doing, and this is the outcome that I'm chasing. This is the outcome that I want to create for myself. When you have that as a mindset, as a practice every single day, you can set yourself up for success instead of allowing motivation to be the thing that determines whether you go to the gym, whether you eat properly, whether you do all the things that you know that you should be doing. The way that I set myself up. So jujitsu, I'm about to go train for the next hour. I know my week in advance. I set everything up on a Sunday. I message all of my clients and I say, who wants to train when? I throw in all of my casual clients that don't have locked in sessions into my calendar, and then I can formulate the exact timing, frequency, and the volume of sessions that I'm going to do as well. That's how I literally set up my week. And I told my client exactly the same thing. You start with the end in mind. So, how do I want to get to the end of my week? What are the things that are going to make me one step better, one step further along my journey, closer to hitting performance markers, closer to, body fat and all the rest of the things? You start with the end in mind. So, how many sessions do I want to do this week? For myself, I set up my week on a Sunday and I know that I'm doing at least 4 jiu-jitsu sessions and 4 weight sessions in and around the other 20 odd personal training, a couple of hypnosis, couple of coaching clients that I do per week. My life is fucking busy. I've got 2 kids, I've got a partner, she works full time, kids have extracurricular activities. There's so much going on in my life, but I still get it done because I make a priority for it because I start with the end in mind. I know what my week looks like because I plan it down to a T. Now, I have ADHD. There's times where executive dysfunction, even though I'm medicated, kicks me in the ass. On those days, I know that there's hours that I can fuck off for. I deliberately put things in so that I might have a 3 hour gap or I might have a 2 hour gap where I can literally do nothing, lay in bed and doom scroll so that I can just relax, so I can let my body chill, so I can let my nervous system calm down. I also do a lot of mindfulness. I meditate every single day. I do breath work. I go to therapy. I've got a counselor. I've got coaches. I've got all this extra stimulus and help to be able to make sure that I can keep what's going on in here at a like mental level, but also what's going on at a biochemical, physiological level in check. There's going to be ebbs and flows, like I said at the start of this video, but you have to start with the end in mind. It's something that I learned from my old Macca's days as a store manager. You focus on the outcome that you want. You don't focus on the problem because when you focus on the problem, you see more of the problem. You see more pain if you're focusing on pain. You focus on frustration, you get more frustration. But if you focus on success and you focus on all the success markers and metrics to be able to get there, then you can get there. But if you're not assessing, then you're guessing. That's a whole other video. We can go into that topic if you want to. But pretty much that's how you deal with motivation. Motivation's great. It's amazing when it's there, but when it's not, it can be soul sucking. And if there's things that you know that you need to do, but you're not doing them because you're not motivated to do them, you're not going to get them done. Everything comes down to discipline. Discipline is one of the most important muscles because it's a skill and it's a muscle. You have to train it, much like anything else. Do you want to grow a bicep? Do you want to grow your glutes? You got to train it. You got to train it smartly. The same thing with discipline. You need to be able to build up your discipline muscle and execute the moment that you want to pull the trigger, you pull the trigger. One thing that I've done with my mind is the moment that I say, I don't want to train, I don't want to do whatever it is, I shut up and I go do exactly that. I've got weights at my house, I've got the gym, I've got jujitsu, I've got all these different things that I surround myself with so that I have no excuse to get the work done. It might not be a perfect session. You might only have, some small hand weights or some kettlebells or something like that. That's enough to get a good workout in. It's enough so that you can tick the box and go, cool, I showed up today. If you're struggling with anything else, mental health, ADHD, executive dysfunction, reach out for help. Doesn't have to be me, can be anyone else. But make sure that you're actually doing it. Treat yourself as if you matter because you do. You really, really do. So that's enough for me today. Time to go choke some people, get choked myself. And much love. Take care. Follow me to rise higher.